Yo, what is up, guys? Scott Reynolds here from SocialConditioningZone.com. And today I'm going to talk about over-exaggerating your problems. And this is a very important topic to me because it's something that I tend to do sometimes and I have done. And I see other people doing it also. But what happens is that we take a problem and we just over-exaggerate it. We take something that's small, a problem that's not really that big of a problem, and we just overinflate it and just look at the worst possible scenarios, when in reality chances of the worst possible scenario happening are very low, and oftentimes the problems aren't even that big of a problem. We're just over exaggerating them. We're just making them seem like they're big problems. And one of the biggest reasons why I feel like this is important is because I had a problem, which it was actually kind of like a financial problem, and I could have potentially went into debt or had to spend a long time paying off a big bill. But in the end, it ended up not being a big deal. Like, it ended up just kind of passing over, and it didn't put me in debt or anything, which, like, in a way it's like a legitimate problem. Like, potentially it could have like wrecked me financially for like a year, but it's like either way it goes, I wouldn't have been able to get myself back on track over time. But it ended up not even being that big of a deal. But the only problem is that it caused me so much stress, and I just focused on it and like couldn't stop thinking about it, and it stressed me out for like over 6 months. And like, it's just so stupid because I could have fixed the problem easily, but it's like I just ended up just worrying about the problem instead, and I just way over exaggerated it, and it ended up being nothing. And I see this in other people also. They'll just take some small problem that's not even really much of a problem, and they just continuously just inflate it and just over exaggerate it. And it's like, it's one of the things where it's like you get some problem that's not even that big of a problem, and you're focusing on it, you're making it bigger and bigger of a problem, and then you get other problems that are going to come into your life, which is going to happen, and it just all adds up, and it just ends up overstressing you. But I would encourage everyone to look at their problems and try to actually figure out if it's actually a big, legit problem or not. I mean, there's problems that are going to have the potential to be big problems, but like so many times, they're usually not that big of a problem. And so many times we just think that we actually have these big problems, but in reality, we don't. In reality, the problems are just small. They're problems that everyone else has, that so many other people have. It's just that we think that they're unique to us, and we think that they're these unique big problems, but in reality, they're not. And if you're interested in this, you can check out my blog post, which I'll have linked down below. If you have any comments or want me to answer any questions you may have, just leave a comment down below. Let me know. And that's it. Scott Reynolds out.